Okay, there we go after some delay because I had to, well, reset a password. Okay. And yeah, ahoy everyone and welcome aboard. Also, hello Jess and thanks for the raid. I'll be your Captain Hillian today, along with...
He is the mighty Lieutenant Drakir at your service. And welcome back to...
Zenless Zone 0 for our 24th stream focused on the main story of this. Though, for this one we'll be focusing mostly on... on the events that we haven't covered yet, or at least the Season 1 events that we haven't covered yet, which is why we're heading for the secondary account again, which I think at this point should be ready to have the welcome back message, though I may be wrong on that. Though yeah, we'll need to sit through this for a bit. The game got a small update since last time, but the config data on this one hasn't been updated in a bit. Well, as you saw, that didn't take too long. So, yeah, if I have things correct, we should get the welcome back message on screen. If not, then, well, at some point I'll just have to get it off of YouTube from somewhere.
Yeah, though... I said this is more proof of we should not do an extra account for other games like this in the future for...
Okay, that's back in business. Dear Faith, and long time no see, everyone's been waiting for your return. Take this gift and guides with you as you embark on your proxy journey once again. Okay, there was supposed to be a cinematic, a little cutscene that was supposed to play there. Or, nope, not there either. Okay. Yeah, there was... Huh. Was that supposed to show up on the login screen or something? But, yeah, there was supposed to be a quick little cutscene of the other sibling welcoming you back from a quote-unquote vacation. So, yeah.
Okay.
Well.
Again, proof of we should... that Zenless Zone 0 is really the only game we do this with for. If you try to do this with the Honkai and other ones like this, with multiple accounts...
Yeah. Plus just the grind that would be required would be way too much.
The grind and the... whenever you need to do the full password thing and all that.
Yeah. On that, of course, do keep your passwords varied. Otherwise, if one of your passwords gets breached and you use it on multiple places, well, they're going to get into everything.
Yeah.
Okay. But for now, the first of the events that we should get started with, or rather continue, is Say It With Flowers. I think... Like, it has been like a month or two since I last touched this here. Like, I think at least I got started on it, but I think we put it on pause. Oh, right, yeah, we did get started on it, but we put it on pause because, well, Asaba showed up, and we hadn't met him yet at that point. But we forgot to continue afterwards. But then again, Vivian also shows up here, so... Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to really continue with this anyways up until now. Oh, wait. Okay, I kind of have this... I just noticed on my freaking note that I had Season 1, Episode 6 written at the top, and Season 1, Episode 5 written below it. So, we could have done the others already by now, but oh well. But yeah, just to catch people up on this, yeah, this is basically just a little mini game where we're running the flower shop for Orchidea, and I'm half surprised that I didn't blank out on our freaking name there. Where, well, we just make flower arrangements for people showing up, and the one who is here now is Asaba. Proxy? What a coincidence! Are you here to buy flowers too? Isn't it work hours right now? Well, if I'm not mistaken, the shop behind you doesn't seem to have a random play sign. You can understand the urge to sneak out and enjoy the nice weather, right? I'm the part-time manager of Dew Gardening now. I see. Then I suppose it makes me a humble logistics staff member for Section 6 now. I was just on my way to pick up the formal attire everyone needed for an upcoming field assignment in a couple of days. That's why I'm not stuck in the office, the meeting room, or the hollow. And since I'm already out, picking up a plant for a friend along the way and stopping by for a quick chat doesn't seem too unreasonable, does it? Please elaborate. I knew you'd understand. Actually, Ryosuke and the others passed their entrance exams, so I'm getting the congratulatory gift for them. Yeah, that's the kids from his agent story, I believe. I wonder, would brightly colored flowers suit them better? It'd be even better if they were densely arranged. Come to think of it, I personally like flowers that always look vibrant and full of life, so bright and lively. A pot of flowers like that would surely lift anyone's spirits. What a wonderful gift. You think so too? That's great. Oh, and just so you know, I'm a diligent logistics staff member of Section 6. I still have to pick up the formal attire for everyone later. Tsukaku is really looking forward to this field assignment. She's already on me to hurry. On at me to hurry. Okay. Not really sure I've seen that up before like that. What field assignment is Tsukaku looking forward to? That's rare. It's an internal matter. I can't say much for now. But I have a feeling someone as well connected as you, Proxy, will end up finding out about it one way or another. Anyway, I heard that Dew Gardening Shop has always offered fresh flower delivery services. As the temporary manager, you'll make sure the flowers are delivered to the designated location, right? Even if it's a little far? Hiromasa wants the arrangement to be dense and filled with vibrant colors. Roses or sunflowers should be a great fit. No problem, I'll get started right now. Yeah, I thought there was going to be a bit more from him than just a scarf. Okay. Adjust density and rotate the pot. You can adjust the density of the flowers using the button on the right. Each flower material has two forms, sparse and dense. You can freely rotate the pot to view the flowers from different angles. And yeah, we've... Please select the pot first. On the left here we have the requirements for the arrangement. So with yellow or red flowers, all three flowers are dense, and there's a third an extra thing. Harumasa's preferred floral component, sunflower, for bonus earnings. Okay, let's just start with a wooden pot. And then, well, we have 3 layers where we can select different flowers. With Y, we can swap between sparse and dense up there. So let's pick the rose, the sunflower. And, well, we only have one over there. And... oh. There we go. Complete that. And we get a good amount of revenue.
It is both intention and courage.
Harumasa's gift to a friend, bright, vibrant, energetic, and warm. Harumasa's future will undoubtedly be the same. Okay, and with that, we unlock some extra stuff. Okay. Now, where the... Port Elpis. Okay. All the way over to the lighthouse. Okay. I'm trying to remember the start of these events, but I don't think it is too special. It's mostly just Orchidea saying she's heading out to look for for special flowers and such. And, well, wanting someone to fill in while she's gone. You brought the flowers over so fast. They're so beautiful. Ryosuke will definitely thank me for such a great gift. You climb the lighthouse with Harumasa and find Ryosuke and the others. After greeting Harumasa, Tsubeki and Kana eagerly go back to scanning the sea through their binoculars. Yeah, it's the kids again. Or Kids is maybe a bit... aiming a bit low, perhaps. They're at the absolute least teens. This telescope seems to have quite a long range. Yeah, Tsubakian kind of like it too. After all, since we can't travel far for now, this is the best way to take in distant scenery. Then wouldn't the gift that comes from afar be just what you need? Harumasa hands the finished flower pot to Ryusuke. Or is it Risuke maybe? I know that with some names certain letters can be silent. Let's see. Here. I specifically found flowers that only grow in far away places and asked the proxy to put a potted arrangement together. Specifically found flowers? Here, take this. A gift to mark the occasion. Such beautiful flowers. Thank you, Aromasa. We'll place the flowers somewhere they can get plenty of sunlight. Perhaps I should also get a timed watering system? If one of us suddenly gets worse and we can't take care of it, I hope it'll be okay. So in that case, a potted plant does seem like a better gift than a kitten or a puppy. Asada. If you had a kitten or a puppy, wouldn't it be even harder to take care of them when someone falls ill? That's supposed to be comforting to someone who's ill. Yeah. Yeah? You actually agree? I've told you before, don't worry about things that haven't happened yet. Even if they're very likely to happen and ruin everything, you still have to make the most of the present, right? If I come back and see you've let it die because you've been worrying needlessly, I won't be happy. And we'll make sure to take good care of it. Why do I feel like Harumasa's request isn't really about looking after the flower, is it? A clever proxy, but Ryusuke still has some work to do. Okay. Alright, I have to head back now. Belle, Ryusuke, see you next time. There's an important on-field assignment, and Kaku, she's especially looking forward to it, and is still waiting for me at the office. Yep, flower arrangement complete, has been completed, the customer left a great review, the next customer is already waiting at the entrance, go and see. Okay. No need to run all the way back. Okay, I will fully admit that with the mini-games in these events, the gameplay is rather shallow and maybe not that interesting, but they do put quite a bit in the character writing in between. And, hello, Evelyn.
Hello.
Is Orchidea not here today? Orchidea. It seems to be out of the shop. That's right, I'm the temporary manager. I see. Miss Yao is preparing for a shoot, but the photographer suddenly felt some props were still missing. Everyone is busy, and since Miss Yao has her own preferences for props, I was sent out to buy them. I thought Orchidea would be here, but since you're here, it wasn't a wasted trip. How about I handle it for you? Would you trust a temporary manager? Of course. Miss Yao and I both trust your abilities. Whether it's emergency response, holo exploration, stealth, infiltration, or something else, like flower arranging. Then I'll leave it to you to prepare the floral prop for Miss Yao's shoot. By the way, Miss Yao has specifically mentioned using red and white flowers along with a metal pot base for the Star Loop photo shoot. She also wanted some additional decorations on top of the flowers to make the prop look more visually appealing. And as far as I know, Miss Yao prefers bold and vibrant flowers that convey strong emotions. Looks like Evelyn and Astra want a metal base, red and white flowers, and some accessories. No problem. Understood, I'll start on it right away. Okay, metal base. Let's see. Accessory. Red and white, so daisies. Actually, yeah, better to go with roses there then. And that counts as an accessory. A crispy star biscuit. Okay, she'll have to make sure that Astra doesn't eat these.
Daisies always carry the morning.
Are those?
Innocent and fresh.
Are those donuts?
Presuming... they look to be, but I'm hoping that they aren't edible. Carefully selected supporting item. Okay, new flowers. Revenue exceeded 100,000. New rewards available to claim. We've got water lilies and normal lilies. The potted flowers you prepared as prop should meet Miss Yao's requirements perfectly. Proxy, are you available to drive me to Starloop? Carrying the potted flowers is a bit inconvenient. Sure, of course. You drive with Evelyn to the Starloop Tower. Here we go, finally loaded. There you are. Now, don't eat them, they're probably plastic. Or the accessories, that is. Eve, you're back so soon. Are the props for the shoot ready? My standards are pretty high, you know. Wow, Belle, you're here too? Did you two run into each other on the way? I arranged this bouquet. Oh, I see. If not for the shoot, I would have missed the flowers you arranged. Once the shoot is over, I'll definitely take them home with me. Where should I put them? I'd love to have them in both my home and studio, but there's only one pot. The studio might be better. The flowers need careful tending. If you keep it at home... I'll take good care of it. But it looks like you don't trust me, Eve. How about this? I'll keep it in the studio for a week, and if I take good care of it, then I can bring it home. What do you think? Manager, can I schedule a time for you to arrange the exact same bouquet again next week? Well, that's a vote of non-confidence. Eve! But, Bill, you do believe I can take care of the flowers, don't you? I guess so? I'll prove it to you. Miss Yao, you need to prove something else right now. You need to finish the shoot by tonight and leave enough time for the magazine team to clean up the venue upstairs. Starting tomorrow, the venue has been booked. For the next few days, only authorized personnel will be allowed to enter. Prove your punctual professionalism and exceptional photography skills. Now... Alright. I'm going upstairs to start the shoot right now. I can't chat with you for long today, Belle. But I'll visit your store to hang out sometime. If we're truly in sync, you'll have already prepared an even more beautiful bouquet, right? Astrid is being her somewhat ditzy but still fully genuine self, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who's up next? I remember some of the people who will show up for this, but not all of them. Oh, hello, Rita. This time things are a bit tricky. Master Proxy? Are you helping out at the flower shop? Orchidea, don't tell me she took time off just because my order was too hard to fulfill. Orchidea just said she went to restock supplies. That's not entirely certain. Because... the impression that was supposed to be given there was that she had to resupply just to be able to make Rena's requests. Let's see. Yeah, I still find it a bit annoying when both of the options are actually just two halves of a sentence that the character says. Like, just have it pop up in one go, or something. But since I still need to ask you, Master Proxy, to help convey my message, there's nothing wrong with saying it. Our client is preparing for a banquet. To please one of the guests, the client inquired about his favorite flowers and wished to present them at the event. But those flowers are rather rare, so I can only hope that Orchidea, considering we've studied floral design together, can help me find it. Okay, so you two have history together. Also, someone just photobombing. You studied floral design with Orchidea? In this case, you could say we're old classmates. As a qualified head maid, arranging flowers to decorate my master's room or adorn a banquet is an essential skill. Sometimes the master may wish to convey difficult-to-say thoughts through the language of flowers, Interpreting and delivering those messages is also one of our specialties. But I'm not a professional florist. Orchidea is the true expert. Did she teach you anything? I suppose she did teach me something. That's all? She really trusts your talent and intuition to have left the shop in your hands. Master Proxy, would you be interested in learning some more advanced flower arrangement techniques? I'd be happy to teach you. Sure, then, that would be great. Actually, there's a little trick that Orchidea and I share. We assess the flowers in greater detail and analyze how they perform in different qualities. For flower combinations, in addition to the obvious aesthetic appeal, we also evaluate their overall score based on various qualities. Only when it meets expectations it is considered a successful arrangement. The shop should have Orchidea's notes from when she first started, though they may be a bit vague. They should help They should help guide you in arranging a bouquet. Why not give it a try? Sure, set the task, please. Let me think. How about a banquet gift as the theme? If I were about to present a delicate and beautiful bouquet as a gift to a distinguished guest at a grand banquet, most important is that this gift must reflect the host's sincerity. Flipping through Orchidea's notes revealed the 4 flower characteristics she summarized. By the way, personally, I prefer gentle, elegant, and subtly fragrant flowers. It would be great if you picked such a flower. I think I understand now. What Rena wants is probably a pot of flowers that are somewhat rare, yet also gentle. I think I get it. I'll get started right away. Okay, now we're getting a bit of an expansion. Now there's actual values to the things we select. Sometimes customers may also specify their preferred flower style. You must choose the flower material that meets the requirements based on their categories. Each type of flower material has its own distinct style. The styles are divided into 4 categories: romance, softness, rarity, and charm. Each flower material has different ratings across these 4 categories. Okay, the pots won't have any effect on that though, so that's typically just visual, unless they want a specific type. So let's see. Less or more than 1 softness, more than 3 rarity, or equal to or more. That's what that symbol specifically means. And Rena's preferred component is the lily. So let's start with that. Okay. Then we just need to add something with a bit of rarity. Or that was softness more. And a bit of rarity there. So water lily, daisy, and lily. Okay. Here we go.
The sweet aroma of lilies is a blessing of happiness and harmony.
Practice using the floral techniques taught by Rena, a gentle and precious floral gift, like a soft whisper in the ear. Petal Echoes. I just noticed that they actually get names, apparently. Okay, we've got a new pot, and Viola Filipica. Okay, probably butchered that.
You certainly do have a natural talent for this. No wonder Miss Orchidea was willing to hand her beloved dew gardening to you.
You think I have talent, Rena? I didn't do anything super difficult.
It's because you easily managed to convey both gentleness and treasured beauty in your work, and didn't find it difficult at all. So you indeed have talent. After all, talent and skill are different. What you accomplished can be considered communication with flowers. Just as Orchidea wrote in her notes, a floral designer must feel the qualities and personality of each flower and arrangement in accordance with their own understanding, allowing each flower to radiate its own charm. This potted arrangement has achieved that. So, if you're free, I'd love to hear your understanding of different flowers. I've brought snacks. Oh, don't worry. I've already experimented on everyone at Victoria Housekeeping.
What was that sound?
Just read that line, then I think you'll see why.
Yeah, is she happy or something?
Experimented on everyone.
Wait,
So, and we all know how Rena's cooking is, so,
oh no. I was so confused by the sounds you made, I forgot to see that. Oh.
well, I'm pretty sure all of Victoria Housekeeping make plenty of interesting sounds afterwards as well.
Except for one.
Yeah, one just was, would have just made nom nom sounds.
Experimented? What's that supposed to mean? Is everyone okay?
As you're talking with Rena, Orchidea returns to the store.
Oh, what a coincidence. Not only is my temporary manager here, but also an old friend of mine.
A coincidence indeed. If I hadn't stayed to chat, I would have missed you, Miss Orchidea. Oh, is my previous request causing you trouble?
I just realized.
Hmm?
Bell, between these two, I think they'd be feeling short at the moment.
Yeah,
But in a happy way, I guess.
probably. Because from what we've seen, Belle is quite the little gremlin with the tall ladies, huh?
It is a little difficult, yes. I've visited several old friends in search of the flowers you mentioned. However, a flower that only blooms in an area that has been repeatedly ravaged by Hollow Zero and then restored, and looks similar to a symbiotic ethereal. No one's ever seen such a thing, let alone a tamed one.
Lycon and I have been gathering intel as well, but without much success. Our client has failed to find any other way to get close to that gentleman. We can only place our hopes on his favored flower miraculously appearing. There's only 2 days until the banquet. I hope this doesn't become a regret of both Victoria Housekeeping and our client.
As expected of Victoria Housekeeping. You're so dedicated to every commission you get.
Right. It's not easy maintaining a near-perfect completion record and reputation. I'll keep an eye out for you. Fortunately, I've already found a temporary manager who's highly reliable.
Uh-oh.
You've seen Miss Bell's work already, right, Rena? With such a brilliant floral designer here, there's nothing I need to worry about.
Agreed. You are truly astute, Miss Orchidea. Then I'll thank you and our dear guide in advance then. The banquet still requires more preparations. Please contact me if there are any new developments.
Since I've been caught, I guess I have no choice but to try and find it. Are you about to close? Looks like my stand-in manager has worked hard today. Oh, it looks like we have another little guest. A weary bamboo appears carrying a briefcase and wearing a neck pillow. Welcome, dear guest. Could you perhaps use a bouquet to ease the fatigue of work? Overtime, boo. Hello, I heard you do personalized potted flowers here. I'd like to order one. I've been working too much overtime lately, and my optical components are a little overworked. And since I don't have time to go in for repairs, could you put together some brightly colored potted flowers for me? That way I can look at it often to recalibrate my vision sensors. And preferably ones that require no care at all. Though I used to grow flowers and people would praise my green thumb, and now I barely even have time to take care of myself. Sorry, dear customer, but I'm unable to fulfill your request. Why? I just need a simple pot of flowers. Because no flower can thrive completely without care. Perhaps you could try adjusting your workload first? And when you have a bit more time and energy, come back to find the perfect plant. One that you're willing and able to care for. Adjusting my workload? That's not possible. My boss has been so excited lately, constantly saying, if we pull this off, that mine alone will be enough to make us all rich. All he does is make empty promises and assign even more work. Meanwhile, he either does nothing or spends his time chasing shady get-rich-quick rumors. Poor overtime boo. It's working so hard. How about this? While I can't sell you a pot of flowers right now, I can give you a few sunflowers. They're just about to bloom. Simply place them in a vase and change the water every 2 or 3 days, and they will flourish beautifully. These sunflowers can keep you company for a week or two. Perhaps by then your work situation will have improved. When you come back, I'll arrange some flowers exactly to your liking. Thank you. You're a kind shopkeeper. Overtime Boo leaves with the sunflowers Orchidea carefully chose. Its weary silhouette seems to be brightened just a little by the vibrant bouquet. You took care of so many customers today and ran you gardening wonderfully. Thank you so much. Don't mention it. I'll keep doing my best. Due to Rena's request, my once relaxed restocking trip has become much more intense. I'll have to trouble you with taking care of the customers for the next few days. Okay, more orders. So, let's continue. Oh, more orders have been unlocked. You can receive more customers. Let's give it a try. Okay, so these are more specific requests. Press here to start welcoming customers. Susie from the Gadget Store. Customers have been saying the Gadget Store's promo images are too plain lately. They want to buy a pot of flowers to use as a prop for the photos. It would be nice if the pot of flowers were more fun to match the toys. Oh, if I had more decorations, would that mean I wouldn't have to replace the flowers as often? That way I could save a bit of money. I'm still hoping to save a little from the budget the boss gave me so I can buy a surprise box. Please, please! Using fewer fresh flowers and more accessories to create a flower arrangement with a touch of playfulness, while also helping Susie save a bit of the budget. It should be no problem. Leave it to me. Yeah, when you get $10 from your parents to go buy a thing and you go you go get something that, well, fits the bill, but is a bit cheaper so you can just stash away a buck or two from it, huh? Okay. I believe I remember this one. Yeah, we only have 2 accessories at the moment, so these 2. And then we need to add a bit of charm. Let's go with that. That's a bit more interesting than, well, mostly yellow and then blue. There we go. There's no specific request with these.
The bellflower represents unwavering faith, which evokes resilience and protection.
Let's step beyond the definition, let your imagination wander, and please smile. Flowers for Susie. Okay. That's right, that's it. With all these pennies saved up, I should be able to unlock a hidden edition. Thank you, manager. Yeah, we hardly get to see Susie at all. I think in the story we've only run into her like twice or something.
Ah.
Let's see. Orlanda's Floral Commission. Okay. New florist? Another elven-eared woman. We still know practically nothing about why some people just have elf ears. Like with the Tyrants, it can be explained why they have, well, cat or dog ears and such, but Unless these people count as a type of Thyran as well or something, but... Yeah, we'll see if it ever gets brought up, or if the developers are just going to keep teasing us about it and not actually tell anything. I barely got the last person to figure out my taste. Now I have to explain it all over again. Use the most precious flowers in the shop to create a gentle potted arrangement for me. I don't like overly complex arrangements, so leave the middle layer without flowers or decorations, make the base layer denser, my little bird might enjoy sleeping on it. A pot of flowers that is sufficiently rare and have a gentle charm, empty in the middle with a dense lower layer. No problem. Leave it to me. Okay. Since a bird might nest in this, then may as well go with the wooden pot. Let's see. More than 3 rarity and softness. So let's go with the lily. Leave the middle open. Dense lower level. Actually, how would we even do this with that? And now it becomes a bit more tricky with the amounts that we need to hit. Or, yeah, rarer than that. We can't really put anything here, since they want this layer empty.
Oh wait, you had it for a moment.
Yeah, but the empty, this layer needs to be empty, like it says there. Let's see, do we have... Oh, right, there we go. Okay, so the viola and the water lily together makes for 3 on both. Okay.
The warm wooden base feels like the embrace of the earth.
Flowers for Alenda. Yeah, you're the rarest miracle to behold, but these flowers aren't bad either. Okay. Yeah, if there is one thing that slightly annoys me about the events that Hoyoverse tends to put in their games is that they typically make the main characters become like masters of all trades in some ways, which can be a bit annoying in that they often become a bit too multi-talented. Though with one event in Genshin Impact, they did actually pretty smart with that, by actually not including the main character as a participant, but as a judge. That was a pretty smart way to do it with that, I'd say. Let's see. That's not bad. You've been here these past few days, right? Okay. Wixie's floor quick mission. Oh, right, this one. Yeah, Quixie here has otherwise only really shown up in temporary events. And I think you might be able to guess most about him from the first half of his name. And a certain Dawn.
Yeah.
Also, the fact he has horseshoes on his ears. Hello, Apprentice Knight. I'm glad to see that even after completing the trial with me, you still uphold the virtues of a knight. You're absolutely right. Appreciation of beauty and pursuit of love are essential lessons for a knight. Perfect. I also need some romantic flowers as a gift for Princess Elena. They should also match my tough and charming personality. Preferably something light, or I might end up tiring out my brave white steed. If possible, please prepare some cookies as decoration to win the princess's favor. The journey ahead is long and arduous, but I'm ready for it. Such a familiar style. Alright, Quixie. Quixie wants flowers that balance the romantic and whimsical aesthetics, but nothing too delicate, and some crispy star biscuits and a wooden flower pot. I wonder which princess is receiving these flowers. Can you even eat cookies? Okay, so they apparently are edible cookies. Well, we know what happened to the one on Astra's arrangement then, huh?
Oh no.
Okay, wooden pot. And the crispy biscuits. Let's see, romance and charm, but below or equal to softness. So nothing with that in it. Let's see. The lily once again. Let's see. So, and yeah, the sunflower. There we go.
The sweet aroma of lilies is a blessing of happiness and harmony.
Though my heart burns like fire, it will still bloom for you within my hands. Okay. Congratulations, Apprentice Knight. You have passed my test. Once I win the princess's heart with these flowers, I'll be sure to speak highly of you, so that you too earn the king's favor. Yeah, you can take a guess what the event with him was all about. Just running all over the damn place looking for his princess.
Oh dear.
Okay, Rain. Hello there. I heard you've got something new going on. I'm here to show my support. There may not be as many types of flowers as there are videotapes, but it's still a bit overwhelming. How about you just pick for me? I've never bought plants before. Please choose some special flowers for me. It's fine if they're a bit pricey. However, please avoid red flowers. They remind me of error messages. No yellow ones either, since they remind me of warning signs. Definitely no blue flowers, if possible. I can live without ever seeing a blue screen again. If possible, I don't want it to be too vibrant or intense emotionally. When I'm working, I hope to keep my head on straight. Okay. Rain wants a pot of rare enough flowers that are not too romantic, yet no red, yellow, or blue colors. What other colors are left? No problem. They'll be easy. You always get those people who say they're not picky, only to prove to be extremely picky, huh? Let's see then.
Bloody heck.
Well, we've got white and purple. No yellow, so let's see. We don't have any one of these with rarity, so they're not a pick. And there we go. Okay, I guess you could see this as a bit of a gradient. Going from purple to pink to white. So, I always forget how the blasted color wheel goes.
Represents unwavering faith, which evokes resilience and protection.
Okay, that's a repeat message there.
That's nice.
I was fast. Was being a florist always your planned third career? Don't worry, I might not be able to help much, but I'll make some room on my desk for the flowers. Gesundheit?
Nope, that was me coughing from out of nowhere.
Okay. Oh,
If I were about
Easter.
to sneeze, I would turn around.
Okay. How would you?
What the?
Have you listened to my new song, Come Alive? Okay. We have seen this guy before at... actually across from the parking lot, but I'm just a bit surprised that he actually has just Zenless Zone Zero on his freaking jacket. Does that count as a bit of a fourth wall break?
Maybe? I also just spotted it.
Alright, fine. It's been out for a while, but it's not exactly a new song. Things have been really busy lately, you know that? And since I stay up late a lot, but don't want to disturb others by turning on the lights at night, I could really use a little nightlight. I previously asked Orchidea to reserve a glowing accessory, something moon-shaped. Let's use that to arrange my potted flowers, along with some white flowers. It'll make it brighter, but not too harsh on the eyes. But I'm not looking for something overly soft. Something more interesting would suit me better. Accessory you mentioned is a tranquil crescent moon. Along with white flowers, it'll create an arrangement that's somewhat playful but not too delicate. And that should be it. I'll put it together for you. Okay. I think an intelligent construct would find it fitting to get a metal base. Let's see. White. Actually, there we go. The crescent moon. With white flowers. And a bit more charm. Actually, even more charm. But we'll still need a white flowers to the water lily then. And there we go. Sunflowers. Yep. The sun and the moon.
All disturbances will fade away with the moonlight.
Another repeat quote there. Or quote saying, I guess, would be the closest. Okay. This is exactly what I wanted. Hello, my overtime buddy. Just 42 days left until the score is due. You'll stick with me, right? As long as you water it well. Okay, that's the last one that we've got access to here for the moment. Yeah, wait, what did it say there? Let's see. I bought the best overtime buddy. I can easily stay up all night while writing songs now. Listeners, see you in 42 days. My new song will definitely be on time. Okay. Let's continue the main business. Oh, Lycon. Somewhere night just perks up instantly. That kind of flower isn't worth the risk.
Just as I suspected, you're here, Master Proxy. Please do not misunderstand. I'm not here to rush you to find the flower Rena mentioned. That specific flower requested by the client isn't the only thing required. We must prepare the rest of the banquet as well. They're merely decorations, not the focus. There is no need to cater to unrealistic demands.
It sounds like you're
Did
implying
I
something.
hear that right? That didn't sound like something you'd normally say, Lycon. Are you trying to imply something?
My apologies. It appears I've let myself become a bit too relaxed in your presence. Though I cannot divulge everything, I don't want you to agonize over those rare flowers. They require an extremely difficult and specific environment, and are far from easy to cultivate. It is also extremely dangerous to try growing any plants in areas repeatedly ravaged by Hollow Zero. The commission we received is to host a perfect banquet. Our duties do not entail fulfilling our clients' personal wishes through said banquet. Finding that flower is simply an extraneous task. In addition, Rena and I only just found out that our client has not been completely honest with us. His true intentions are...
I think I get it. Rena seemed a bit anxious yesterday. But if that's what you say, I believe you.
In any case, neither you nor Miss Orchidea of Dew Gardening should put yourselves in danger for that flower. Rena and I both concur on this point.
Okay, let's be honest in this. He knows Belle well enough to know that she'd likely just run off into the freaking Hollow Zero to look for these things, and he's just to cut that shit off before it happens, huh?
Oh dear.
Vivian suddenly appears at the side, seeming to be feigning nonchalance. Lycon, not wanting to continue saying anything impolite, says he needs more flowers for the banquet before he quickly bids you farewell and leaves.
What a coincidence, Lord Phaethon. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Just now, was that?
Okay, I will fully admit that I glanced over the parts of this event where the characters from episode 6 were in, because, well, I hadn't gotten to that point yet, so this will actually be new to me as well.
Oh dear.
Yep, it was Lycon. Victoria Housekeeping has been trying to find a rare flower for their client.
Then, is finding that flower also your wish? If so, I can help. Oh, and Hugo too.
No need. I just heard that it has super strict requirements to grow and cultivate, and even looks like an ethereal of some sort. Anyway, it sounds super mysterious. Lycon doesn't want us searching for it either.
I see. Got it. By the way, Lord Phaethon, have you been helping watch over Dew Gardening as of late? Could I ask you to maybe arrange a pot of flowers for me?
Oh no.
Of course I can. What kind of flowers do you want?
I'd be happy just having a pot of flowers prepared by Lord Phaethon. But if I have to say, then maybe could you choose the flowers that represent me in your eyes?
Okay, what is that supposed to mean now, huh? My personal favorite is a delicate and gentle water flower, water lily. But rather than getting my favorite, if I am to receive flowers from Lord Phaethon, I'd much rather you show me how you see me with your choices. Would you do that for me? Flowers like Vivian. Flowers that come to mind... These flowers aren't enough to do Vivian justice, and those accessories won't fit at all. How about I just grab some purple and delicate flowers for the arrangement? I have an idea. I'll get started right away. Okay. Let's see. Purple. Will have to be... Let's see. Which... We need more softness. Daisy is the only one with softness. And the water lily? There we go. Oh, so what was that? What was that sound, Vivian?
Daisies always carry the morning dew, innocent and fresh.
At Vivian's request, you used flowers to portray her. These few flowers are not enough to fully capture Vivian, but as an expressive attempt, it's not bad. Okay, now we've got Caramel Dream and Firefly Mushroom. Okay. So that's what I look like in Lord Phaethon's eyes. I'll treasure it forever. If there aren't any other customers for now, could you spare a little time for me? My friends and I have a secret space at Port Elpis, and I'd like to invite you to go see it. Sure, of course. I'll take this pot of flowers home first, and wait for you there. If we're lucky, another friend might be joining us too. Okay. Bonk. Yeah, that could only be Piper here, huh? Roxy, are these your wheels? Are you parking up here too, Piper? Nah, I hitched a ride into town with someone else today. Steel Tusk can't even make it all the way into Lumina Square because all the nearby streets have height restrictions. This place, everything's so sophisticated and beautiful, and little old me is not used to it. I've been strolling through these crowds for a while now, and with all these people, you'd expect to see more cars parked here. Asked about the parking lot, turns out it's pretty much empty. And all these people coming and going in the outer ring, you always see a bunch of different cars parked all over the place. I wanted to see what kind of cars you city folk drive, but... Lumina Square ground space is insanely expensive. Underground parking lots? You take Piper to the underground parking lot, explaining how expensive it is and how to get parking validated at Lumina Square. We have seen this event before, but it's just nice to see her again, huh?
Yeah.
As she takes in the rows of neatly parked cars, you hear a faint gasp from Piper, followed by stunned silence. Piper doesn't say a thing until you get back to the surface, as if she's lost in thought the whole time. So, this elevator, it's for cars? City folk, I gotta say, you're pretty smart. A turntable for cars, an elevator, and that parking validation thing you just mentioned. But this elevator is so narrow. Didn't mention Steel Tusk, even your car could barely squeeze in here. Yeah, exactly why I avoid parking down here. Yeah, you actually have to pay to park here too. In the outer ring, as long as there is ground, it's a road. And just having a car means you can go anywhere. Well, you also need the gas stations along the way. But at least you don't have to pay for parking. Okay, I have seen a bit of speculation on Piper in that she is actually a lot older than she looks, because how long-term exposure to hollows can screw with the body, which in her case may have slowed her physical aging. Okay.
Yeah, but not mentally.
Yeah. That actually reminds me of a character from Goddess of Victory Nike, or Liter to be more specific, who, well, appearance-wise looks to be the youngest, but she is actually one of the oldest characters in the game.
Oh.
And she fully will call you out for being a young whippersnapper. Okay. Lilac. Vivian, you look excited. Are you waiting for someone? I'm waiting for a surprise? Manager. Finally someone who does not call us Proxy or Lord Phaethon out in the middle of someone else, or in front of other people. Blech. Following Vivian and Lilac, you arrive at a cozy little house. It's humble in size, but offers great view and a warm, inviting atmosphere. It's the kind of secret space girls adore. No wonder Vivian seemed restless earlier. She said she was waiting for a surprise. So it was you, manager? Oh, Lilac. I just wanted the manager to see our secret hideouts. Speaking of which, didn't you say you were going to buy a pot of flowers for this place? You don't seem to have it. Was it not good enough? No, the one I had doesn't quite fit. You stuck it in your own home, didn't you? Is she lying? Okay, that's why I said you should have taken me with you. I'm sure I could have picked the perfect ones. Come to think of it, the flowers my dad grows in the greenhouse are pretty unique. And I don't think I've ever seen them anywhere else. What kind of flowers are they? I think he calls them Ninev, or Ninev. I forgot how to say that. But Ninev is the name of an ethereal, right? He's always taking great care of those flowers with the name of an ethereal, but never really explained why. I get the feeling that it's got something to do with a friend of his. Flowers linked to a special someone are definitely worth cherishing. Vivian glances at you intently. Forget it. His business is none of my concern anyway. You have a lovely time enjoying the sea breeze with Vivian and Lilac. It's time to head back and take care of the flower shop. And judging from what I'm seeing in the lower right, this is just off the side. Actually, this might be... If we can get back... let's see. As you leave, you faintly hear Vivian and Lilac continue their discussion on floristry. Let's...
Oh, a moment,
Yep.
I thought someone was trying to shoot you with a trank. As in tranquilizer.
Okay, but yeah, it looks like that little spot is just above and behind here. Perhaps even behind that door to the storage area that we've tried to get into once or twice. But
oh, that
seems
one.
we can't. Seems we just, I'll take if I can. I will take a moment to show where exactly I mean, just to be extra sure. But yeah, I couldn't really get out of the teleport there. It was to be teleported or just look at the screen even more. Hello, Bernice. Please wait a moment.
I am worried.
Okay, Port Elpis, not Star Loop. There. More bang boom, multifunctional housework, lively, adorable, cuddly rabbit-like mascots. Bingo. Okay. Oh, hello there. Good kitty. For eating my fish, you'll have to let me pet you. Shh. Watch me catch it. What happened?